If you've watched the past couple videos on how to take care of your bow, then you're ready to learn the bow hold. This video will be for both cellos and bassists as we learn to hold the French bow. All cellists use a French bow, while some bassists use a French bow and some use a German bow. If you play bass, I want you to try out both and choose whichever feels more comfortable. Alright, let's get ready. Everything I do in this video I'd like you to do along with me, so make sure that you have your bow ready. If you don't, then pause the video and go grab it. You're going to use your right hand to hold the bow. It doesn't matter whether you're right or left-handed. When playing cello or bass, we use both hands for different things, but we all use our right hand for the bow. However, since I'm facing you, my right hand looks like it's your left hand, so I'm actually going to use my wrong hand so that it looks right to you. Alright, are you ready for the bow hold? I want you to take your right hand and I want you to just flop it forward. Make sure all your fingers are relaxed, your wrist is relaxed, they're just hanging there. This is actually pretty much the cello and bass French bow hold. Now there are a couple of points on your fingers of special interest, I guess. And so one of them is the last crease of your fingers. This last crease where your fingers bend, opposite your first knuckles, is where your fingers are going to be holding the bow. The other place of special interest is going to be the tip of the thumb and also the tip of the middle finger. Alright, so go ahead and pick your bow up. And for now I want you to take your wrong hand, your left hand, just hold the bow somewhere in the middle. We're going to hold it up so we can put our other hand on it. Now I want you to take your left hand and I want you to line up that last crease of each finger with the stick. Just put your hand down in the middle of the bow. Make sure the crease is wrapped around the bow and that your fingers are hugging on. And then take your thumb and bring it up so that the tip of your thumb is on the shaft. Now you should be able to let go with your other hand. And this is basically the bow hold. But we don't actually hold it up in the middle part of the bow here. We're going to move our hand back. So grab it with your other hand again and just slide your fingers back until your thumb hits the frog. So your thumb, the tip should be pointing up into the stick, and it should be still in front of the frog. Don't let it go into the frog's mouth, and don't let your thumb go in between the stick and the hair. We want it pointing upwards. Kind of in this gap of the bow, in between the frog and the grip. There should be a space there for your thumb. Okay, and then check your fingers again. Are they still wrapped around the stick? If you take your other hand off, this will feel pretty heavy, and that's normal. Once we rest your bow on a string, then that will hold up most of the weight. But for now, just keep holding on to it with the other hand. Alright, the last thing I want you to check is your middle finger. Your middle finger should be somewhere around the ferrule. That's that metal part at the end of the frog. And for me, my middle finger actually touches the very tip of the ferrule, so it's half on the ferrule and half on the hair. It's fine to touch the hair here, even though normally we try to avoid it, because we never use this, last couple millimeters of the bow hair anyway, so it's okay if it gets dirty over time. If your finger is not near that ferrule, if it's back here or up here, then even if your thumb's in the right place, I want you to adjust the rest of your hand so that the tip of your middle finger is by that ferrule. If you're too far back or too far forward, it's going to cause tension in other parts of your arm. And it could be on the very tip of the ferrule like mine, or it could be more towards the middle of the ferrule. It kind of depends on how long your fingers are and where is the most comfortable to reach. Okay, tip your bow up, and let's do one last check. Are your fingers still holding on by the creases? If you're having issues, then return back to the middle, where you can't really hold on to the frog, you have to hold on to the stick. And once that feels comfortable, slide it back again. That'll help you find it. So check your creases, check your thumb. We want it kind of gently curved up towards the bow. We don't want a banana shape, we want it curved a little bit upwards. If it looks more straight than curved, that's also okay. And then check is your middle finger somewhere by the ferrule. Alright, so that is the bow hold. The next video we're going to learn how to move the bow.